Reviewed the testimony and having studied the report submitted by the doctors at St. Anne's, it is the court's opinion that Lindsay Rappaport is of sound mind and fit to stand trial on the charges brought by the district attorney. Principally, murder in the first degree.
That's not fair. I'm sorry. She's a good person.
Addie, I'm sure that the judge will take that in consideration, that and the fact that Lindsay has all the community support.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth is prepared to proceed to trial. Judging by the nature of the crime and the defendant's record, we will be seeking the highest possible penalty allowed by law.
What does that mean?
It means Nora's getting exactly what she wanted.
Your Honor, the defense will need adequate time to prepare our case.
You've had months.
Counselors, I wasn't finished. I have reviewed the reports from St. Anne's, and I've consulted with psychiatrists who are experts in the field. And while it's clear that Miss Rappaport has recovered, it's also clear that at the time of the murder, her mental state, and the opinion was unanimous, fits the legal definition of insanity. No reasonable jury could find otherwise. Therefore, in the interests of justice and economy, I'm issuing a directed verdict of not guilty by reason of insanity. The case is hereby dismissed.
What does all that mean? It means Lindsay's free.
Your Honor, the defendant confessed to premeditated murder. A jury should decide.
We have a directed verdict exonerating my client.
Miss Hanen, I have ruled that Miss Rappaport was clearly non-compos mentis when she committed the crime. My ruling stands.
Okay, so the defendant, who has a criminal record that includes murder on a rap sheet, as long as
My client was pardoned for her crimes, including one by the governor of Pennsylvania.
Because she saved his granddaughter's life, that does not mean she's not guilty. She murdered Spencer Truman in cold blood, and now she's going to walk?
Not exactly. While Miss Rappaport has been cleared of all charges, the court recommends that she be returned to St. Anne's until such a time as...
Mama. That place will take the life out of her.
Come on, Mama.
I'm sorry, this is important. You can't send her back there.
Ma'am, sit down and be quiet.
Your Honor, if I may. What is the legal basis for further remand to a psychiatric facility? Miss Rappaport is either of sound mind or she is not. The court has found her competent, therefore we respectfully request that you release her.
So she's just going to walk?
While Miss Rappaport is capable of understanding the charges against her and of participating in her own defense, it's not clear that she's ready to re-enter society. The gains she's made are recent, and they were achieved in a very structured environment.
Yes, Your Honor, and we agree. We agree that Miss Rappaport needs and deserves ongoing support and care as she attempts to pick up the pieces of her shattered life. But surely we can spare the taxpayers the expense. Release her into the custody of a responsible party, appoint a guardian.
Me! I'll take care of her. Send her home with me. Excuse me, Your Honor, with all due respect, my sister has only recently been released from St. Anne's herself. And I'm cured.
And Mama, we are so thrilled, but I don't think that qualifies you to be Lindsay's legal guardian, okay?
When are you going to accept the fact that I'm just as sane as you are?
Ladies, please.
No, this is of the utmost importance, Your Honor. My sister treats me as a child. When I'm older than she is, I'm a mother, a grandmother.
And while I appreciate your offer of guardianship for Miss Rappaport, given your history of mental illness, the law will not allow it.
Then Blair can do it. Or Dorian. La Boulay is enormous, Your Honor. Lindsay could have her own suite of rooms there. And my sister is a doctor, believe it or not. And my daughter is a wonderful mother. And they have a full-time staff at La Boulay. Lindsay would be beautifully cared for there.
Ladies?
While Blair and I care very deeply about Lindsay, I don't think either one of us feels qualified to be her guardian. I have just taken in a foster child, and now my sister.
Yeah, and my husband just received custody of a son that will be moving in with us. And as much as we love and care for her and want the best for Lindsay,
I appreciate your candor, ladies. Yes, thank you. The court will only agree to an arrangement that provides for a structured environment and thorough oversight.
Right.
Ms. Rappaport, is there anyone in your family who might be able to act as your legal guardian?
I would be honored.
They're fighting over her. Which one are you rooting for?
Oh, because it would irritate Nora the most.
Look at her. She is so irritating right now. That's because all day she's been the big loser.
RJ, there's no need for you to take this on. I got it covered.
I don't mind. In fact, I'd be honored to open my home to Lindsay.
With all due respect, Your Honor, Mr. Gannon here is an ex-con. I am the Commissioner of Police.
Any legal difficulties I may have had were resolved years ago. Besides, Lindsay and I are friends and business partners, while Mr. Buchanan here abandoned her at the altar.
What? That was a long time ago. Now, we are good friends.
I don't think it's in Lindsay's best interest to be in the custody of a man on whom she can't depend.
Ms. Rappaport? Thoughts?
Wait. Your Honor, you're now saying this decision is up to the defendant?
I'm merely seeking her input, Miss Hanen. Ms. Rappaport?
First of all, I would like to thank the court and you, Your Honor, for being so fair and open-minded.
Then I'm going to make a big contribution to your next election campaign.
I beg your pardon, Miss Hanen?
What? Oh, nothing, Your Honor.
I'd like to thank my friends who've been here for me for these last few months during a really, really hard time. And Bo and RJ, thank you for offering to take me in. I don't know why you'd want me. I'm really very grateful to have a second chance. And I wish I could be more help, but right now my head is just spinning.
You've had several offers of guardianship, Miss Rappaport, and I suggest that the interested parties make application. And while I'm reviewing the paperwork, and please feel free to contact anyone else you'd like me to consider, I'm ordering you back to St. Anne's. I think it's the right environment for you in the short term, while we resolve your situation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Cody, you'll accompany your client to St. Anne's?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll contact you when I've made my decision. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
The whole time Lindsay was at St. Anne's. RJ and Bo were always there.
Men, I just love a broken woman.
She's not broken. She's fixed.
Mama, who do you think she's going to pick?
I'll never tell. I know which one I choose.
RJ, see, look, the point is not to make this any harder on Lindsay than it has to be.
So give it up, Bo. Just let her come stay with me.
Are you two out of your mind?
Nora, this doesn't concern you.
Yeah, you heard the judge. You lost. Case closed.
She's playing you. Oh, never mind. You want to ride to the rescue. That's your business, but don't come crying to me when you stab you in the back with a pair of scissors.